as the Carl Albert Titans come in the Jelsma Stadium. The number 1 team in Class 5A. They've won 20-some-odd games in a row. They're 7-0 on the year, and they're a pretty good football team, as we all knew going into tonight's contest. There was no doubt about that, as they take down the Jays, shut them out by a final score 21-0. As we do each and every week, we visit with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beeby, and let's go downstairs with Phil Nichols.
Chris, I am here with head football coach Kelly Beeby. Coach, obviously not the outcome any of us wanted, but some things to take away. Kids competed, played hard, entire ball game. I thought your defense played well the balance of the evening, but just talk about this game a little bit, and then moving forward, still got a lot to play for. That home field playoff game sitting out there for us to still go get, so just walk us through that.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, incredible atmosphere down here tonight. Both sides were packed, quality fans on both sides, and 2 great football teams on the field. One of our keys to the game was just basically to try to sustain drives, keep their offense limited. We had a little trouble doing that. Had some field position issues in the first half, and really I can think of 3 plays in the game that 2 long passes on 3rd down to 15, and then the screen play that set them up in the 3rd quarter. I think we had allowed 20 yards rushing in the first half, and I felt like our kids battled the entire night. I felt like they played with class and character on all 3 sides of the football, and we just came up short.
Coach, your thought on Dadrian Taylor, the way you guys were able to do him. I think he went over 100 yards, but it looked like for the most part you guys were able to contain him throughout the entire night.
That's a really good back. I think he worked some rust off through the first half. He's been out, but all in all, we didn't see many superstar runs out of him. Our kids were gapping things up and flying to the football and swarm tackling, and that's a really good back. Really good quarterback, and obviously well-coached offensive line with receiving threats. So, opposite of a Will Phillips where you're just defending one kid, you're defending formations and RPOs with these guys. So, defensively, I thought we battled really hard, but it's a 3-phase game. We know that. We live and die together. I saw our kids giving great effort in all 3 phases. We just, like I say, we come up short tonight. Our goals are still intact. We wanted to host a home playoff game this year, and we still have that opportunity available to us. We got Northwest Classic next week, and then we got another big showdown with McGinnis week 9. So we got to heal up a little bit and learn from this and get that fire in the belly and go back to work.
Coach, we knew the Carl Albert defensive line was pretty darn good. Their linebackers are above average, and they were just able to get some penetration. I thought that defensive line for Carl Albert was better than I thought coming in.
I thought they were an outstanding bunch. Coach Mick and I talked about it during the week. I don't know that they dropped off on their defensive line speed-wise and size-wise. And those guys played a lot of football as underclassmen last year when the starters were sitting on the sideline with the great team they had a year ago. So they played a lot of football, and they were a handful for us tonight. They played with great effort. Carl Albert prides themselves on defense a lot like we do, and I thought we saw two pretty darn good defensive efforts tonight. Difference in the game was about 3 plays.
Coach, as you mentioned, the goal still in front of you. A short week this week with Northwest Classic on Thursday night, and then you got right back here with McGinnis with a big one before finishing up with Lawton Eisenhower.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're in the thick of things as far as the district goes, as far as being able to host. The way it's all shaken out, I think, it's probably Guthrie and McGinnis are going to battle for that number 2 spot and that right to host a playoff game, and that's exciting. We'd have taken this the last 2 years to been in this position. And it's like I told our kids at halftime, guys, I said, you were down 49-0 to this bunch last year at halftime. And, you're 2 plays away from being 0-0 right now. And, I thought our kids showed class and integrity, and I thought they played as hard as they could play all night long.
Well, Coach, we appreciate not the outcome we wanted, but Carl Albert is Carl Albert, and they've done this to a lot of ball clubs. But again, the big picture for fans driving back home and getting ready for another week is the goals are still in front of us.
Absolutely, guys, and again, nobody hates to lose more than I do, but when your kids come out and they play with great effort,
you
just got to love them, and I hurt for them, and. We'll get over this. We're tough, and we'll just keep building towards our goals of hosting a playoff game.
Coach Beeby, thank you for your time, and best of luck next week at Northwest Classen.
Absolutely. Thank you, fellas.
Head Coach Kelly Beeby joining us here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show as the Carl Albert Titans, two-time defending state champions, defeat the Blue Jays by a final score tonight, 21-0.